Last time we discussed about the skin of fishes. When we talk about fishes, then there are three categories of fishes: jawless fishes, is cartilaginous fishes, and the last we have bony fishes. So at that lecture we discuss about the three types of fishes called a integumentary system. Now we are going to discuss about skin of amphibians. As we know that as we know that while evolution we discuss about fishes. They live in aquatic environment, right? When we talk about amphibians, then they live in both environment, means aquatic environment as well as terrestrial environment, right? When we talk about amphibians skin, then a skin consists of many layers. The skin of amphibian consists of many layers, like we discussed earlier that the skin of all vertebrates consists of epidermis and dermis, outer dermis, hypodermis, and there were different composition of that. So when we talk about skin of amphibians, then the skin of amphibians are multi-layered, and the multi-layer consists of mucus, right? And different types of glands are present in their skin and pigmentation cells. These are three main things which are present in the skin or in the integumentary system of amphibians, right? We discuss about that in more detail after, right? So when we talk about terrestrial life, as were discussed in fishes skin, that they were lived in aquatic environment. That's why there was no and there was no any damaging effect of their habitat, right? When we talk about terrestrial life, when uh, uh, when uh, when amphibians evolve during evolution from fishes, then they faces different difficulties while when they are living at aquatic environment, right? The first difficulties was desiccation, means they all the aquatic organisms live within water, right? When we talk about all the fishes, then they live, their habitat was aquatic. So when they move outside the water, then they face the difficulty of desiccation, right? And the second issue for amphibians was ultraviolet, right? Ultraviolet radiations, right? When the amphibians move to terrestrial environment, then they decompose, then they face the ultraviolet radiations, right? Ultraviolet radiations are those radiations which are secreted by the sun and which are harmful for their skins, right? And the third difficulty is what? Physical aberration. Physical aberration means physical damage. When physical damage means wearing or tearing of body parts, right? due to for the due to these three main reasons: desiccation, ultraviolet radiation, and physical aberration, all all the amphibians evolved, and they assimilate or they adopt themselves due to various reasons. The first reason we have is keratin. So when we talk about keratin, the keratin is composed of cuticle. So cuticle is very tough and rough. So due to the presence of keratin, the desiccation and the physical aberration means the wearing and tearing of their physical body. So when we talk about the adaptation, due to these four basic reasons, amphibians got adaptation. The first adaptation we have is keratin. So their skin consists of keratin. So the keratin prevent them from the last issue, which is physical aberrations, right? And it also helps to protect them from different microorganisms, from external parasites, etc., right? And the second adaptation was mucus glands. They produce mucus glands which secrete different mucus moist their external environment or their skin. So the first issue was their desiccation. So the desiccation is covered by mucus glands. The mucus glands secrete mucus which moist their skin, right? Is it clear? The mucus gland secretes moist. The that's why the issue of desiccation is clear, right? For the issue of due to the physical aberration, keratinized, they become keratinized, right? And due to desiccation, they produce different mucus glands which secrete different glands which moist their outer body or their integument or their skin, right? And the third we have is poisonous gland, right? What is the function of poisonous gland? As we discussed earlier in bony fishes, that they also secrete a poisonous alkaline irritating mucus which help them from different predators. Just like that, the poisonous glands produce different poisonous chemicals and these chemicals when the amphibians secrete poisonous glands, then these glands protect them from different predators, which is irritating due to the chemical composition of irritating or poisonous. They protect them from different microorganisms as well as different predators, right? And that fourth adaptation, the amphibians got sensory nerves. Their outer skin consists of sensory nerves. Sensory nerves consist of different nerve endings which protect them from ultraviolet light, no, which sends them to move back to water or to move or to play to take any desiccation area, right? When these sensory nerves activate, then these sensory nerves produce stimulus which goes to their brain and central nervous system, due to which when they are facing the difficulty in voice, then due to these sensory nerves they move to any dark area, right? They move to any dark area. So this was all about skin of amphibians. So just revise. So first we discuss about skin of amphibian consists of many layers. Many layers mean they can consist of epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. And the skin consists of mucus, glands, pigmentation cells. So what is the function of pigmentation cells? Pigmentation cells help them. Pigmentation cell produce pigments, and these pigments help them to adapt with their terrestrial environment, right? When we talk about we talk as we discussed no here we didn't discuss. When we talk about genetics, then due to various reasons, when we talk about the moths, right? The moths adapt themselves to their environment or their habitat due to their pigmentation, or pigmentation simple means coloration, and these pigmentation cell produce coloration, due to which they adapt to their environment when with the environment, and they protect them from different predators, right? So after that we discuss about, when we talk about amphibian difficulties, then there was so many. Then there was three basic difficulties for amphibians when they move to terrestrial environment from aquatic environment. When amphibians move from aquatic environment to terrestrial environment, then they face three basic difficulties, right? The first we have desiccation, the second we have ultraviolet radiation, and the third we have physical aberration. Due to these three difficulties, they adapt themselves. They produce different adaptation within their skin, right? The first we discussed about keratin, and the second we discussed about mucus gland, and the third we discussed about poisonous glands, and the fourth we discussed about sensory nerves. I hope so the lecture is crystal clear to all of you. Thanks for watching, and Allah nigehban.